It's the NFL on EA Sports. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the Jets and the Broncos, and it's coming up next.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. And he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back who likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Rodgers throws complete there to Thomas.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Short throw to Smith. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
The Broncos had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him, I know.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing here, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. He's got room at the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. It's a gain of 34. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. That's caught by Mingo right side. Touchdown! Jonathan Mingo. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That is called in by Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 28. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. Rodgers now on 1st down. Short throw to Smith. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
On play action, now Rodgers.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Rodgers to throw once more. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 18-yard line.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Purdy.
Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pick up the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Purdy.
Throw left side, taken in by Renfrow. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out the try for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come out perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Rodgers. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Back to throw, Purdy. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taken right around the 44. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Gain of 4. Makes it 3rd.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards.
A 48-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Connects with Kittle underneath. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. They begin the drive with Williams. And some room to work. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. Complete. Jefferson the target. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 46.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Rodgers. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Rodgers going to throw. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Touchdown Broncos. Justin Jefferson, 49 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out now come the Jets. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Purdy looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Play action. Now Purdy. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple.
At the 44-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up second down.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And the Jets are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Throwing here, Purdy. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's Purdy. Renfro bringing it in over the middle.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he returns this to the 22. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball. All right,
and shutting him off now open field. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw.
That's again complete to Palmer.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete here.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
On 1st down, Purdy. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. So that
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. This one swung out to Williams.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Jets will take over. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Back to throw, Purdy. He's got the connection to Moore.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Here's Jamie Gillen now.
He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Palmer.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now Rodgers. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
At the 34-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
And Sanders has got it complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Shaq Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And that is no good. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing, your proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Here's third and a few inches.
Brings up third down.
Man, I need pee.
Go pee then.
How am I peeing to touch my plate?
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 25.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes.
47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 14.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
It's Brian Branch with it.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Patterson now for the extra point.
The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head?
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Denver's offense now set to go.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
From the 48-yard line, here's the second down and 6.
Second and 6.
Again, it's Williams. Fights through him.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing is Rodgers. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
They'll hand it off now. Williams stays on his feet. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Offensive linemen low, creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this third quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third. Welcome back now to Denver. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Purdy now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
But certainly not often that we see an offensive team kind of breathe a sigh of relief when a ball is tipped and falls incomplete. But when you've thrown 4 interceptions in the game, that actually counts as not progress, but counts as something good because it didn't go against your team, and now he gets a chance to make another throw.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So on is the kicker, Chad Ryland, in a big spot. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, 4th quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy from the gun. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Purdy. And once again, this is Sanders. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
How about that strong strategy there, Brandon. Third down, they just said, we got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
So the Broncos coming out now. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Michael Thomas. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10.
Now Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. To throw is Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
On for the field goal. A 69-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Purdy. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. In trouble, and he's taken down.
And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Short throw to Smith. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 6 coming up.
At the Jets' 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Oh.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Michael Thomas, 42 yards. And the Broncos have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. So the Jets now down by 4. Just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. Oh, that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. There's a nice move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. For the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Purdy, big fourth down play. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1. To throw is Purdy. Into the hands of Sanders. Finding room at midfield. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Throwing, Purdy. Finding more on the out route for the completion. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Purdy to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not...
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The offense for the Jets ready to take over.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you're looking to plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Open man is Mingo, complete.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense is having sheriff struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
So illegal touching, not one you see often. It's going to wipe away a 1st down.
Very simply, if you're a receiver, you can't set foot out of bounds and then be the first to catch the football. Side judge, right there on the play, made the call.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Broncos, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.